Hello everyone, time for another race in SRS. It's 3 AM right now, and I'm doing one of the American races on SRS. And it could not be even more American. We are driving the 2015 Ford Mustang. Just an over everyday car, but let's hope there are not many crowds around. Sorry Mustang owners, had to make the joke. Behold everyone, let me present you the car that I choose, the number 75 Team LN Home Improvement.
Car on your right. Clear on your right.
Understeer, 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 understeer. Understeer into the next corner of many. I don't know, I just felt like doing a cover. This is quite a cool corner here, by the way. It feels a bit banked. Imagine if it was. Nah, we don't have to be Zambot. Yellow ahead, one of them went off circuit.
Okay, we'll keep you posted.
Oops.
Yellow flag, caution.
Someone is still off circuit there. Ooh, that's a bad spot. Damage is on, and the car is still there. I hope he didn't smoke the engine. Whoops.
Yellow flag, watch out.
I was about to mention that car is weaving a lot. It's almost like he's on controller. Sorry, gamepad. He very might be.
The gap to Gomez behind is increasing. It's now 5.6. Your tyres are cold, watch out. Fastest lap for Smith, 114.0.
He very might be on controller there. Sorry, gamepad. Have to watch out for that.
That lap was a 117.6. That's your fastest lap.
I'm being beaten by someone on a gamepad.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
Well, not for long. Sorry, didn't meant to jinx it.
We've seen a bit of wear all round.
I should watch out for... the shifting.
The gap in front has increased to 5.5 seconds. Alright, Adam, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes. Stay on it, keep digging.
This has been something. Sorry.
P9.
I really hope this wasn't the case with the actual car in real life as well.
Yellow flag. Your right sides are cold.
And in no man's land. Land once again. Oh, there's a car. Alright, let's be gentle.
Yellow flag.
Very easy to go off circuit with this thing here. Oh, I like how I took that corner. And I don't like how I took this one. They're fighting behind me for position, so at least this place is somewhat secured. Except if it turns out that
Yellow flag, watch out.
the gamepad user just fails to drive. There was a crash somewhere, apparently. And someone is parking circuit here. Ooh, that's a bad place. Hello there. A bit of circuit, but no problem with it.
Yellow flag, caution, stay between the lines. Please, Adam.
That's my plan. That always works. Oh, one car into the pits. Did we get a engine blow or transmission failure, clutch problem?
Cut the track. Keep it nice and tidy. Cold tires all round.
Someone lost the control over the car. So many things happen around me but I don't see any of it. And that's the frustrating part
Yellow
of
flag, keep your wits about you, mate. P8.
of knowing what the race had in store for you. Because look, I know there's a car off circuit somewhere. I know when some cars are parked on circuit, when they are in the pits, if they did a tire change or not, most of the time. Or at some cases, because it counts as a mandatory pit stop. But so much of it happened nowhere near me, in visible area, that it...
10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Okay, Adam, you're halfway home. Got plenty of fuel.
It honestly annoys me a bit.
The gap in front is now 14 seconds.
Alright, Jim, how's my fuel?
We think about 16 minutes of fuel remaining. 1 litres per lap.
Jeez.
Yellow flag, watch out.
20 was not a helpful suggestion.
You've got significant tyre wear all around.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can have.
Yellow flag. The gap to Grillher behind is increasing. It's now 15 seconds.
That is significant.
Right side tyres are cold.
My back started to ache a bit. Third race in the row. For me. Which usually doesn't mean much, but one of them was a 1 hour long race. So even though this is just a 20-minute long race, I'm still having to put a lot of work into it.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
Because when I'm driving something that has a stick shift in it, I like to drive it with one hand on the shifter almost all the time. I actually used to do this a lot when I was just practicing for it. So what it actually ended up doing for me is that my left hand usually gets a lot more tired after racing, usually. Manual car racing is not that common in SRS, so this is not an issue most of the time, but I do like to race against AI as well. Funnily enough,
Alright, Adam, we've just cut the track.
ever since I started to race online, I barely race against AI.
You've used half your fuel.
Which is I don't know. Sometimes I prefer to race against AI than race against people online because there's skill difference. Like once again, this is a race with 15 cars. Okay, 14. Now only 13 on circuit. But I can just drive around in a normal pace. Actually, I feel like this is quite a boring race to watch, so I hope you guys are somewhat entertained.
The stewards have warned us about track limits. Keep it between the lines. That's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes.
Because if you do an AI race, you literally only have to do one thing for it to be competitive, and that is figure out your AI level. For me, if I race on a gamepad, which keep in mind, can be really fun, especially if you do like front wheel drive cars on Gran Turismo circuits or something like that, that can be extremely fun. For gamepad races, my AI level is around 93, and for just general wheel racing, I like to race against AI levels of 94 to 96. 95 and 96 are definitely the harder version. I do like to mix it up from time to time. But ever since I joined SRS and did the races in it, and still do the races in it, funny enough, I don't really do AI races that much. Even though I just told you guys some of the best positive things about an AI race.
Yellow flag. Caution. 8th place.
But still, this is something that's still nice to have. I definitely play more online now in AC than offline, but oh, there's a car leaving the pits. Wouldn't be surprised if it's some kind of engine failure or
Yellow flag. Caution.
clutch failure.
Car on your left. Clear left. On your right. All clear on the right.
Okay, Adam. 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
I don't really question it anymore.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
For example, not long ago, and this kind of goes into a different topic of what counts as fun and where people draw the line for, okay, I want to drive this. Not long ago, I did an AI race where I drove the Simca Rally 3, a French race
Track
car
limits.
that I never drove before, and I was really amazed by the amount of camber
Yellow
that
flag.
the car comes with out of the box. I'm like, okay, surely this car is just a bad port or something like that. So I googled the car up, only to find out that the real real life car. I'm gonna let this one by if we can.
Pay attention to track limits, please, Adam.
Go on.
Car on your left. Clear on the left side.
This is the same car that I left the previous lap. So like, okay, surely the car might be just, you know, made to look like the real car. So,
Yellow flag, watch out.
I go into a race, just got amazed by the camber on the cars that the AI puts on, and start to drive it around. I'm like, wait a second. I actually have to put up the maximum amount of camber on the car for my setup. Otherwise, I will spin out in every single corner because the
Yellow flag, keep
engine,
your wits about you, mate.
the engine is actually located at the back of the car, and if I, like, because how heavy it is, if I just go around the circuit and act like there's no weight at the back, I will just simply spin the car around in every single corner and just have the car whoosh. And honestly, I was surprised and heavily entertained that the way Assetto Corsa does the okay, the way Assetto Corsa does the AI
One more lap to go.
is simply amazing.
Yellow flag,
They figure out the
blue flag.
setup by themselves. If you do a race, they figure it out, but you can actually assign
Careful,
default
car on your left. All clear on the left.
setups for them yourself.
Left side. You're clear left.
I'm not amused by this car though, behind. Like so many times, if I want to learn a circuit, I go into an AI race,
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
set up a qualifying, leave it at around like 30 minutes or something, and then come back a bit later, spectate the fastest AI on circuit,
Careful, car on your right.
and
Still there.
see
Clear on your right.
what they do when they shift. Obviously, I should have done that for this circuit as
Eighth
well.
place. That's it. We're done.
But it's just amazing how much you can actually learn from AI. And you would think it would be the other way around, the AI learns from the driver, but no, it's actually the other way around, and it's amazing. So yeah, let's look at the race start a bit. Because there was a massive start there from the silver car, the 24, but he couldn't do much about it. I braked a bit early and that had the car right next to me to go up there. Oh, that was a bit of a weird move there from the lime car. And from this point on, we have three cars going off circuit there and losing places. And in front, under the Subaru bridge, comes the leaders. And everyone goes by single file without trouble. This car, the black with the yellow stripes, had a bit of a trouble on the exit. And we had a bit of a contact there, and two of the cars once again having trouble on the exit. That car, from the looks of it, has some sort of trouble. So this might be the first retirement of the race. Might be clutch. If the clutch is gone, we cannot shift. But yeah, this is so close there. It was so tricky. I don't know how the other guy went by him, but that was just... And he stayed there for a good while and then just left the circuit. That car is quite beaten up. And he just simply goes off circuit. According to this, there was fuel in the car. But there is a mechanical problem on it. If you look at the dash, there is something, whoops, some mechanical problem on it. Unless if it's a thing in on all of the cars. Nope, that's not a thing on this car. And just to make sure. Yep. Fuel is more than enough. There was some mechanical problem on this car as well.